You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters, let's talk about last night's game between the Jets and the Bills. The Bills ended up squeaking out a victory, and Greg Zuerlein, who used to be automatic, he can't hit a field goal to save his life right now, or the Jets probably come away with a victory. For the record, I'm sort of biased here. I'm a huge Jeff Ulbrich fan. He played for my Niners for like 9 years. Really intense guy, fired up guy. I've thought for a while he was going to end up being a head coach. I just didn't know it was going to be for the Jets. I thought he'd end up getting a job somewhere else and would take off. Well, of all things last night, the defense failed the Jets. But what's getting the attention is the referees. And, of course, that's been a subject on this channel for a while. A lot of people, going all the way back to the Bengals Chiefs playoff game where NFL is rigged, trended, and it seems like every week we're going through something that's got people going, are the referees, are they getting paid off? Is the betting companies involved here in these games? What's going on? Well, today it's got, number one, we got comments from Ulbrich on the defense that we're going to talk about. But number two, and it's where we're going to start, Aaron Rodgers called out the referees, and he's going to probably get a massive fine from the NFL. But it was the fact that he said one of the roughing the passer penalties that was called on him, like the defender hit him and they called for a roughing the passer, he said that wasn't roughing the passer. If that tells you where Aaron Rodgers is with all this, he's literally calling out plays that really was for his benefit. He's saying, nah, that's not a good call either. It wasn't a roughing the passer penalty. And look, this is so bad, I've kind of coined the phrase nothing the passer, because that's where we are. These roughing the passer penalties are really egregious from the league. And a lot of fans, there's a lot of reaction from fans on this too. So let's take a look at this right here.
Penalties tonight.
Yeah, it seemed a little ridiculous. Some of them seemed really bad, including the roughing the passer on me. That's not roughing the passer. Might as well play sarcastic ball if we're going to call those things. And I thought the one on Kinlaw was not roughing the passer either. So.
All right. So, and we all know when Aaron Rodgers is not happy. Of course, he's not happy about not getting a victory at this point. Really good game outside of the refs tried to literally ruin it. The penalties was making this a very hard watch last night in what, for the most part, was a pretty entertaining game outside of the penalties. But the referees, the referees are to be really, what's supposed to happen is you shouldn't notice the referees in a game. That's how it's actually supposed to be. And the referees are becoming the story week in and week out in this league. A lot of fans, of course, had comments to Aaron Rodgers' response. NFL refs are ruining football. I imagine he gets fined for saying a penalty on him wasn't a penalty. That's going to be interesting to see if they fine him for that. He went full South Park on us. I love how he called sarcastic ball like South Park. Tough game for Aaron Rodgers, but it was amazing. The refs were even worse than Joker 2. That's pretty bad. National Flag League. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that's where we're headed. I think there's some truth to that. I do. NFL refs are ruining the sports we love. Very honest, he might get fined. Yeah, he's going to get fined. I would say he'll probably get fined. I'm convinced the refs are betting. Roger Goodell has got a problem. We keep waiting for something to hurt this league. And the fact that it has skewed so far, I think the hip drop tackle not being, that's a tackle. That's a tackle. It's been a tackle my whole life. It has to be rigged. A lot of people are seriously, it's getting insane. It's getting insane. Why can't New York call down and fix those bad calls? Yeah, because they're stepping in and fixing missed touchdowns during games. They are. I don't know why they can't chime in during the game and say, you know what, that's not a good call. That shouldn't have happened. This is the way players and coaches, as well as TV announcers, need to start calling out the bullshit. This product is becoming unwatchable. I said when baseball, they brought in that shift so hard, it hurt the game for a long time. It did. When do these referees start getting fines for making bad calls? A lot of people would know. Refs were so bad they had me agreeing with Aaron Rodgers. Seriously, it's bad. Well, Aaron Rodgers just enjoyed his last roughing call. Maybe. The referees may let Aaron Rodgers get killed back there now. Seriously. Well done. I may actually have to root for him again. Honestly, the humility solves a lot. The NFL's a joke. Respect. I mean, God, wow. Got to respect the man for being so honest about the refs, even admitting that a call on him was wrong. It's enough. Love the honesty. Spot on. This may get him a penalty even after the game. Yeah, I could see him getting fined for this. I could. It's bad. The bad refereeing is ruining the game. They better be careful. This skewing too much towards safety is also ruining the game. I mean, the Pro Bowl is, forget about it. I'm not spending time on that. So Jeff Ulbrich made these comments after the loss to the Bills. Quote, from a defensive perspective, just not the start that we're accustomed to having from this defense. It wasn't a good enough start. We made a huge emphasis on stopping the run, knowing they'd be committed to it. It's been the signature of the Bills this season, and we did not do that. 150 yards, 4.7 a carry, 4 explosives. That's not winning football from a defensive perspective. That is downright scary, that they came into the game with the priority of stopping the run, and they got run all over. That's frightening. And that's on me. That's on every player. That's on every coach. That's on all of us. It's a collective thing. We'll get that fixed. Ulbrich said the run defense needs to get better in a hurry. It's not good. It's not the standard of this defense. No man in there would say that. We're just not accustomed to it. There are some communication errors. There were times I could have made a better call, and there were some assignment errors. It was not the defense we're accustomed to, especially against the run, Ulbrich said. At 2-4, the Jets don't have much margin for error. Look, if they don't make the playoffs and at least win, a game, it's a disaster. I mean, they've already had to fire the coach. At what point does Joe Douglas, is his head on a guillotine? I mean, they're about to push the panic button in New York. Seriously. And I was looking at their schedule. It's rough. I mean, it's rough. They're going to have to go on a bit of a run, and we got to see if they can do it. They needed to win that game last night in New York. That was a huge game, and they needed it and didn't get it. And I picked the Jets. I thought the Jets would win this game because of the post coach firing bump that a lot of times happens. Plus, I believe in Jeff Ulbrich and Joe Hendry, by the way. But nonetheless, I didn't expect them to get run all over like that. And at times, it was downright ugly. There was at one point, I think it was 1st and 15, and the guy ran for 13. I was like, what are you doing? Your turnstile defense? Is that what we're doing? Olay defense? Whoa, not my guy. Wow. Tell me what you think in the comments section. The Jets defense melts down. The referees are screwing the NFL to tears right now. It's making it hard to watch at some points. And a lot of people, especially in light of all the love that betting is getting from the NFL, are asking a lot of fans got the fuzzy one-ass eye towards the NFL right now. It's like, are you checking your referees' bank accounts at this point? You better. Something is eventually going to fracture the popularity of this league. I've said it before. I'll say it again. There was a time, I grew up in a time when Major League Baseball was the most popular television product in sports. Nationally televised games now draw 2 million viewers. Even a juggernaut like baseball has fallen off. The NFL better watch it. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.